I never thought I'd betray the man who had stood by me through every challenge. My husband, Mark, was the kind of man who loved quietly but deeply. Always patient, always kind, never asking for more than what I could give. But somewhere along the way, I began to feel restless, craving excitement that our steady life seemed to lack. It started innocently at work. My colleague Ryan was charming in a way Mark never was. He complimented me, laughed at my jokes, and lingered a little too long during conversations. At first, I convinced myself it was harmless, just harmless attention from someone I barely knew outside the office. But soon, every glance, every touch started to feel like an addiction. One Friday night, Mark had to stay late at work. He called to tell me he'd be home late and asked me to eat dinner without him. I should have stayed home, maybe ordered takeout and watched a movie alone. But instead, I met Ryan at a small hotel downtown. My heart pounded with guilt and excitement, knowing full well that I was about to betray the man who trusted me implicitly. The moment I entered the room, Ryan's smirk made my pulse race. The thrill of secrecy, of doing something forbidden, made me forget all warnings in my head. I kissed him, and in that instant, I felt a rush I hadn't felt in years. Every touch, every whispered word drowned out the sound of Mark waiting for me miles away. Meanwhile, Mark was driving home, thinking of me and preparing for our usual Friday night ritual, dinner, wine, and our favorite movie. He expected a calm, loving evening, never knowing I was crossing the ultimate line. I imagined him smiling, waiting faithfully, completely unaware that I had chosen another man for one fleeting night. Hours flew by like minutes. Ryan and I lost ourselves in our stolen world, oblivious to time. But then my phone buzzed repeatedly. Mark's messages. "Are you okay? Where are you?" Each one felt like a dagger in my chest, a reminder of the love I was throwing away for a moment of thrill. By the time I finally left the hotel, my heart was heavy with shame. I tried to compose myself, hoping to return home as if nothing had happened. Mark greeted me with his usual warmth, but every smile, every touch reminded me of the betrayal I had just committed. My guilt was suffocating. The next few days were unbearable. Seeing Mark's trust and hope in his eyes was like a mirror reflecting my own selfishness. The thrill I had sought felt hollow compared to the pain I had caused the one man who had loved me unconditionally. I realized no moment of excitement could ever compare to the life I was risking. I knew I had to come clean. Confessing felt like stepping into a storm, but hiding it would destroy him and me entirely. I sat Mark down and told him everything about Ryan, the hotel, the lies, every detail. His face was a mix of shock, hurt, and disbelief. But he listened quietly, letting the weight of my words settle between us. Mark didn't yell or storm out. He simply said, "I trusted you." In that moment, I understood the magnitude of my actions. The man who had waited for me faithfully without complaint had been betrayed in the deepest way possible. I had risked our entire life together for a fleeting thrill, and now I had to face the consequences of my own choices.